it's Nikki here and welcome to today's video, which is my 50 shades of yellow / gold project created by, was it Jessica, Amanda and Cece? I think those are the people. Yeah, Jessica, Amanda and Cece. We have done multiple colours in the past. Well, they have. I haven't. I joined in with 50 shades of purple but then abandoned that halfway through, and I joined in with 50 shades of green because green is my favourite colour, and I managed to complete that with a fairly decent completion rate, and so here I am doing yellow. They also did pink as well, but I didn't take part in that one. So here we are with our first update. So I do have 2 empties already, so I'll start with the sort of fragrance. So I had one of these Impulse body fragrances in Instant Crush, completely finished. This was partly used when I put it in. Packaging is gold, so I knew it would be quickly finished within the first month or 2 months. I do like this scent. I do really like this. And these are really good for like throwing in my handbag, and if I've forgotten to like put like a perfume on or something when I'm out, or I just feel like I'm starting to smell a bit, I can just quickly like spritz myself with these. They're quick to use and I do really like them and I love the scent, so yeah, I would happily repurchase this. That's great. And then I also use my W7 Banana Dreams loose powder. So this is a tiny pot that came in the W7 advent calendar that I got last Christmas just gone. So what I did was I actually had a bigger like powder tub that I had finished off in a previous year, and I keep some of my tubs from older packaging, some from finished products previously, if I think I can reuse them. So rather than throw them in the bin at the end of the year after I've done my yearly empties, some of the packaging I will keep if I think I can reuse it. And that's what I did. I put this into a bigger tub so I could get my face brush into here. Now I know this is a banana powder and I did try it just under my eyes for a couple of uses. I got, how many uses did I get out of this? I got about 8 uses. That might have been missing 1 or 2, so 8 to 10 I would say uses out of this little tub. And I did start to use it just under my eyes, but then I thought, you know what, I could just use a fluffy brush, put it all over, it'll be fine, it'll get it used up. So that's what I did. I used up a face powder, so that will be going into my makeup empties. I don't keep my skincare, body care, hair care empties. I only keep my makeup empties for doing a makeup empties video at the end of the year, so that will be going in that. So let's go on to products that I have had some use of. If you're thinking, hey Nicola, what happened to those masks or whatever that I put in here? If I don't mention it, it means I haven't used it this month. So I'm not going to go through all 50 items every month. We'll be here all year. Well, we will be all here all year. It lasts for a year. But it will just make the video twice as long. So I'm only going to speak about the products that I've actually had some use on. So, talking of the Impulse body sprays, I had 2 more which are both the same fragrance, so I class these as 2 items, but I give you just the 1 weight between the 2 because I can never remember which one I'm picking up, so I just pick up one or t'other. So I'm guessing that they're both going to go down at a different rate, but I can never remember which one was which. Do you know what I mean? So I give you just the 1 weight for both of these. Last month at the intro it weighed 124.31. Now together they weigh 110.39. So definitely a lot of usage. 14 grams worth of usage between the 2 of these. These are really, really nice. I'd say I prefer the Instant Crush scent to this one. but it's fine. I forgot to put some on today. So yeah, I shut mouth when spraying. Especially when you have asthma and hay fever. So yeah, I do prefer the Instant Crush scent. Yeah, I was questioning myself. But I will use them up. The next item I used was the Body Shop Banana Shower Cream. It was there, I'm now down to there. Last month it weighed 188.84 at the intro. It now weighs 183.91. So yeah, that will go back into my bathroom so I can continue to use it. These smell absolutely delicious. I've had these for ages. They smell like those banana sweets. You know those like soft banana sweets? That's what they smell like. And I'm not mad about it. So that's that. Then I have the Body Shop Vanilla Marshmallow Shower Gel. So obviously I have the banana shower gel, I have this one. So it just depends which one I grab. But we were there, can you see my marking? And now we're down to there. It's not much on this. It went from 67.36 to 62.10. And again, love the smell of these. Can't go wrong with Body Shop smells. Oh, smells so nice. Anyway, so that's that one. And then I have the Banana Body Shop hair conditioner. I have already used up the the shampoo years ago. We're talking years ago I finished the shampoo. So we were there and now we're down to here. This has gone from 47.21 to 38.09. So they will all go back into my bathroom. Then I have the Mango Hand Cleansing Gel from the Body Shop. I forgot to mark this, but we're kind of down to here now. It has gone from 45.73 to 33.17, so quite a lot of that used. I'll continue to use that to clean my hands. Next we have the Beauty Bay blemish treatment. I have only used it the once because I had a little bit of a breakout. Is it down here or up here? No, I had a little breakout just under my nose here. I wasn't sure whether it was spots though, or whether it was like a little bit of a blistering. I don't know. I might have gone a little bit too hard with my skincare the night before. And I think that's what it was, because it didn't develop into like a proper spot. But I don't know whether that's because I put this on it and it stopped it from developing into a spot, or whether it was never actually a spot in the first place. Not sure, but I used this, and this one went from 23.88. Start that again. It went from 23.88 to 23.84. So just the one use. It, as I say, it says to tackle breakouts and de-stress skin. So I guess in that sense, even if it was like just an irritation on my skin because I was a bit aggressive with my skincare the night before, that's what it does. It de-stresses the skin, gets it to set back normal again. I only put it tells you anywhere to only put on directly onto the blemish, not like all over the face. Yeah, and then to remove the next day. So the morning after kind of thing. So yeah, and it says only use when you have active breakouts. So this is only going to, this might take me all year because my skin generally doesn't break out very often. It's not like I'm a teenager or anything anymore. Getting old. But I do have a couple of breakouts every now and again. Normally I have them just under my chin here. Especially during the summer as well. I may end up getting a few more, you know, because stuff. Anyway, so yeah, that's had that much use. The next item is my Body Shop Vanilla Marshmallow hand cream. Absolutely love this stuff. This has gone from 35.28 grams to 32.92 grams. I keep this in my bedside drawer, so I don't know how many uses I've actually used it, but whenever my hands feel dry, onto my hands it goes. The next item, I think I've only used this once, and that was my Cuccio Butter and Scrub Milk for Milk and Honey. So it is a yellow scrub, and it went from 71.94 to 69.57. So not a lot of usage, and I am trying to finish this year because this has been in my collection for a few years. So yeah, need to really step up my game and use that every time I do my nails, which I need to do because my nail polish is coming off. I tried to do a red, white and blue for the coronation. Anyway, you'll see that in my Project Panicle. So now moving on to the makeup side, because if you didn't see my intro, I'm doing 20 skincare and then 30 makeup items. I know a lot of people did like 30 skincare and then 20 makeup items, but I had a lot more makeup items, so that's how it worked out. So the first item we're going to talk about is my Def Leppard lipstick from Revolution in the shade Hysteria. It is a beautiful like pinky shade, bright pink. I only used it once, not a shade that I pull for often, but just after 50 Shades of Green finished, I was wanting to play with a bit of colour on my eyes. So I was doing a sort of yellowy pink eye look, and I needed a pink lipstick to go with that look. And this was the one I chose. So I only used it once, but it went from 16.06 to 16.04. So quite happy to at least get one use out of that, because as I say, pink is not my colour. Moving on, this thing I can see maybe possibly having as an empty next month. This is going so fast. This is my Coca-Cola lip smacker, my lip smacker in the flavor scent, Coca-Cola vanilla. So I'm not going to wind it up too far. Right, I think we're there to the bottom of the plastic. Yeah, we are. So that from here to there is all I have left, because below that mark there's a plastic. Can you see? There's a plastic, and I won't be digging this out, so that's not going to happen. But yeah, so I have used a lot of this month. So this has gone from 7.90 grams to 6.87 grams. It's used up a whole gram. And I think there's less than a gram left, the way that I've been going through it. So again, this sits in my bedside drawer, so I will put it there with the hand cream and hopefully maybe an empty next month. The next item is my Collection Lasting Perfection concealer. I am in the shade Fair, and I have used this a total of 9 times this month, and the weight has gone from 24.76 to 24.24. The goal is to finish this, but I'm gonna say it's probably gonna take all year. And during the summer months this might get a bit too light for me. I don't change shades very much because I don't tan really, because I don't see the light of day in the heat. Sun comes out, I stay in, but we'll see. I'll keep plodding along with it and keep trying to use it up, and even if I don't actually finish it within the year, I'll have had a lot more progress on it than otherwise. So the next item is my Sleek blush in the shade, nope, that's not the blush, it's a Sleek packaging, but it's not the blush. This is the Sleek blush in rose gold. It's very similar, I believe, to NARS Orgasm. I'll give you a swatch. So there it is there. Very glowy kind of blush. I have only used it once though, but it did have some weight change. But it was at this point that my weighing scale started playing up, so don't take this with a pinch of salt. So it went from 36.38 to 36.35, but yeah, it'll go. Hopefully I'll get more than just one use on it next month, but I drew a blush palette for Deck of Panning, which has really had most of my focus. But you know, because that only has a 20 usage goal on it, whereas the blush palette I brought into Deck of Panning has a 50 usage goal on it. So yeah, that's it. The next item, oh my goodness, I'm quite excited about this one, is my number 7 highlighter in the Yellow Brick Road. And its goal is to have 20 uses on it. And I have used it 11 times already. Can you see the disturbance in the pan there? I don't know if you can or not. But I can definitely see a lot more disturbance there. So this has had 11 uses and gone from 87.85 to 87.74, so a 0.11 of a gram used. So very, very exciting work there. I technically only have to use this 9 more times and it's rolling out, so I can see myself definitely doing that before next month's update. So this could potentially be rolling out next month, so I'm very, very excited about that. Also a little bit upset about it because I really like that highlighter. I am wearing it today and I just think it's gorgeous. So the next item is my Beauty Bay eyeliner in Ice Lemonade. This is absolutely stunning. I use it on my waterline, just to brighten up the eye look, especially when I was doing that sort of yellowy pinky eye look when I was wearing this lipstick. And that really like made my eyes look really bright and alive. Not today, they're looking dark and smoky, but I really, really liked it. So I did manage to use it 4 times because I used it with other looks as well, but it stayed the same weight. Well, actually no, my weighing scales were saying it was 6.10 grams and at the start it only weighed 6.09, so that's why I say it's at this point that my weighing scales went, oh, I don't know, about this much. So I don't really trust that. Next, we talking of that yellowy pink eye look I was doing, I used my I Heart Revolution Friday Feels palette, and I dipped into this shade, and this shade for that look. I've not used these 2 shades yet. I'm sure I will. No, I did dip into these 2, but in a different eye look. I did, or was that in March? I think that was in March I actually dipped into these 2 shades. So no, I don't think I did dip into these 2 shades this month, but I did dip into these 3 here for like a pink, yellow, sunsetty look kind of thing. I did use it 3 times. So, of course, it stayed the same weight at 55.56 grams, despite using 3 times. The goal there is to hit at least 1 pan in that palette. The next palette I used just the once as well It weighs the same at 61.64. My goal is to finish one shade. Are you freaking kidding me? Well, at least I didn't break the nail. I only chipped. Anyway. So the goal is to finish one of these shades that already has pan in them. So yeah. But I used the two greens in an eye look the other day. So that's what I did. This one is really, really crumbly. Can you see it? Very, very crumbly. So I might be able to finish that one quite easily. But this yellow one has quite a big dip in it. So I don't know. We'll see. But the plan is to finish one of those shades. Or I could try and hit pan in another shade. One or the other. Either I finish a shade or I hit pan in a shade. I think that's probably what I might do actually, is whichever one happens first. If I finish a shade, that'll be the goal, or if I hit pan in a shade, that will be the goal. But whatever happens, it stayed the same weight. And then the next one is my Sleek, this was what I grabbed earlier, the Sleek mini eyeshadow palette in Gleaming in Gold. I have been focusing on this shade here as an inner corner highlight or a brow highlight, as well as this one here as well. I've played a little bit with as well, but as you can see, not much use on there. It's going to be slow and steady with this one. The goal is to hit 7 pans out of them. So fingers crossed I will get that before the project is ending. And then the last but not least, we have my Revolution Beyond Flawless eyeshadow palette. Before I do break a nail. Now the goal in this is to hit 5 pans, but on the rows that don't already have a pan going from top to bottom. I have used this 8 times this month. I have a couple of really good dips going. But the worst thing is, I did hit another pan. Look. I did hit pan in one shade, but this row already had pan in it. So it doesn't count. I was using this row of pinks, but in this row of pinks, I couldn't see like a matte. That they all look quite shimmery or satiny, you know. So I was needing a pink sort of matte shade to go into the crease. So I dipped into this one and I hit pan. I mean, I'm happy because it's an extra pan in this palette now. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 pans in here, which is great, but it's not where I wanted the pan to be. So that was frustrating, but it's quite a sizable pan, because look at that. So I was obviously close because I hit it within 2 or 3 uses. So I was pretty close. The other shade I've been working on is this black here. You can see quite a, can you see the dip? I can see the dip. I've been using that in a similar look to this one. I actually used a different black today. But that is the black that I've been doing this look with, so I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, and then this shade here, I think I'm going to hit pan on relatively soon, maybe, because I'm using that to set the eye base, my paint pot from MAC in Painterly. I used that shade to set my eye base. Again, not today because I used a different palette. So yeah, I'm quite happy. I do like this palette. I do really like this palette. This shade here is really pretty. Really, really nice. Again, goes with this look so nicely. There it is there. Goes with this look. But today I used a different palette to create the look that I've been doing with this palette. Just because it's, the palette I used was one of the palettes in my project Level Up that I just started. So I wanted to, I figured I would use those because I want to get the usage on those much faster than I need to get the usage of this. This is like in for a year, possibly. This is in for a long term, but my palette that I have for Level Up, I want to be hitting my mark, hitting what I need to on that relatively quickly. So yeah, so I have hit one pan out of the 5 that I had wanted to hit in here, but it's in the wrong row because it's not in the row that doesn't have pan already. So I don't know, do I count it, guys? Do I count it? Or do I still try and work out 5 more pans? I don't know, we'll see, we'll see. But that is that. There's no weight for that because it's too heavy for my scales. So yeah, that is the update for my 50 shades of yellow/gold for May. I feel relatively proud of my progress so far for the first month alone. You know, 1 empty in the makeup category, 1 empty in the body care, skincare category, and I have a couple of items that I do feel like I'm going to be hitting my goal on for next month as well. So yeah, I'm quite happy with this. With 50 products, I should technically be finishing or hitting goal on 3 to 4 products a month. But I am aware that it's only the first month, so a lot of these things are, you know, fairly full. And as I get through them quicker, get through the year, they'll start dropping more. So anyway, that is it. I'm waffling now. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.